buenas gente, ¿cómo estamos? Estamos en un nuevo video de caso Juárez. Y sí, hoy bailando con renegados. Recordemos que en el video anterior lo dejamos aquí y ahora comenzamos con la siguiente misión, así que vamos a ello. Al cielo, muy bien. Hace mucho tiempo, en una montaña muy lejana. Vale, como siempre, comenzamos a grabar, ya llevamos 30 segundos, así que volvemos al juego y seguimos nuestra tan famosa aventura. Chamán Apache Chiricahua que había organizado una partida de guerra. El ejército estadounidense había atacado a su tribu durante la ceremonia sagrada de pubertad de su hija. Fue una matanza despiadada.
As there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death.
Supongo que será por aquí, ¿no?
Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move.
Vale, observaba todos mis movimientos ese lobo
He
gris.
led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
Vale, aquí llegamos a un pueblo. Cruzamos el puente.
They saw me before I saw them.
Ah, me vieron primero. Cambiamos. No. Estos están chetados. Bien. Seguimos. Vale.
And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good
Ojito que no los veo. Aquí están.
Now that the shooting has started, there was no backing down.
Ole, ole. Que estos están jodidos. Estos son buenos. Munición. Escopeta, muy bien. Disculpen, me puse a estornudar. Vale. Entonces aquí tenemos las escopetas pequeñas. Uy, el revólver, miren. Tenemos el revólver dorado, ¿no? Sí. Bien. Vale. Cuidado. Ole. Bien. Vale. ¿Es el mismo? Sí. No. Vale, ahí sí. Seguimos. Vale.
It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there.
Tomen, cabrones.
I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again,
Bien.
I got a lot of those.
Vale. No, estos me matan, estos me van a matar. Y se camuflan muy bien porque yo no los veo, ¿saben? Te vi.
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout.
Vale. Bien. Toma, cabrón. No, no le di. Ahora sí.
A deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness.
Vale. Recargamos. Escopeta. Vale, me dice que tengo que ir para acá. Por acá sí era. ¡Ole! Bien. Bien. Bien.
See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit, as they had torches on the walls.
Ah, aquí era donde estaban los otros. Vale. Seguimos para abajo entonces. Vale, vale, muy bien. Así se hace.
How big was his cave? Big as hell, Ben.
Recargamos.
Had hid out there during the Indian Wars.
Bien. Vale.
They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead
Ole,
Indian
ole.
ghosts.
Casi me mata.
I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
Ole, ole. Vale. Cabrón, cabrón. Toma, cabrón. Vale. Habilidades. Mejoramos esta, que luego ya podemos mejorar el revólver, ¿no ven? O creo que ya se desbloqueó.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to two
Vale.
Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since. I came upon this flooded grotto.
Ahí está.
That's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows. And I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me.
Vale, ¿qué pasó aquí?
As his story unfolded in my mind,
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no
Miren,
tears.
este es otro rifle.
he said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
Va. Ahora sí.
As his story unfolded in my mind,
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
he said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
Vale, recargamos.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed,
¿Qué pasa?
warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
Oh. Vale. Vale.
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle.
Un milagro. Seguimos.
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering whitewater river.
Activamos y le damos.
Where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back.
Lo seguimos.
I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo Jumbo's right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am
Lo
relating
seguimos.
exactly what happened to me.
¿Dónde se metió?
There were dozens of
Ah, que va
Apache
corriendo.
warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens.
Well, maybe not dozens.
Vale.
There was a lot of,
At least 3 or 4.
well, more than that, little lady.
Vale.
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain.
Ojito que aquí atrás tengo uno y me va a matar.
And find out exactly what the hell
Ole.
he was trying to tell me.
Toma. Muérete. Bien. Ahí va el maldito.
And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches around.
Bien. Seguimos.
100?
God be my witness.
¿Por dónde salgo aquí?
Who you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
Sobrevivo a la emboscada, ¿vale? Vale. Vengan más, vengan, vengan, vengan. Aquí los espero. Vale. Toma. Toma. Toma.
And in
Vale.
the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before. I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me.
Tenemos otra, miren. Uli. Vale, cambiamos ahora a esta.
But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air.
Se transforma. Ah, terminamos, vale.
Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
Vale.
Thank you, darling. It's interesting.
Saltamos
how the
esto,
truth
como
can
siempre.
sometimes seem-
Me llaman cazarrecompensas. Vamos a por la siguiente misión.
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local
¡Olé!
gunslinger, and he handed out firearms
Obviamente.
to anybody who'd take one.
Esta es más rápida.
The Daltons got it in their heads to rob
Pero me gusta
two
más esta.
banks at the same time. Two banks on the same damn street.
Volvemos.
Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always writing him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody
mío.
next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffee
Vamos.
just to shut her up.
No hay nadie.
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off.
Es el rápido el que hay aquí, ¿no es cierto?
Half the town
Sí.
took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a job in their own damn hometown.
Vale. Miren, este es otro. Este es el nuevo revólver. Vale, nos quedamos con este para probarlo. Igual en apariencia me gusta el que teníamos. Este es el normal, no. Vale.
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know.
Es
for a
muy bueno el
fact
juego,
it
pero no me
went
gusta que
down
hablen, la
very
verdad.
differently.
Es como que me interrumpen en las misiones.
First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months, and now they finally had them dead to rights.
¿De dónde
Those
disparan?
boys had a
Ah, acá.
reputation as stone-cold killers, so the marshals took every precaution, knowing they wouldn't go easy. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many lawbreakers. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender,
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait till something pitches out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns.
Muere, cabrón. Muere, cabrón.
He went in there alone to confront those criminals.
Ole, escalera.
One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going?"
No necesitamos escaleras nosotros.
Where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there.
Un depósito de agua. Por acá. Aquí tendrá que ser. Ah, que tengo que
A
sorprenderlos.
moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did.
Vale, subimos.
It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild.
¿Llegamos o no? Parkour. Sí. Supongo que será por aquí.
We've got company.
Llegó la compañía.
Heroic men like him who did what other men couldn't.
Uy, uy, uy,
to
ocupamos
make this
esta.
country free. Like Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
Vale. Recargamos.
Is that Silas Greaves? Son of a bitch! One sorry son of a...
Vale.
I ain't backing down.
Bien. A ver este. A ver este. Este es súper rápido. Y recarga más rápido también. Olé.
Over there!
No. Esquivamos. Cabrón, muérete. Aquí dentro ahora.
Greaves! What the hell?
Bien.
Blam, blam. He came away
Cambiamos por
victorious,
este.
taking down those thieves
Creo que este me
Daltons.
gusta más que todos los otros. Es mejor. Vale.
His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened.
Olé, de nuevo, no creo. No, puede ser de nuevo.
It was early evening, not high noon. Daltons blew up a safe, and were all set to hightail it out of there. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies. That's it for you.
Los hermanos Dalton. Vale.
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. And
Juro que le
finally
di.
they did. Those
Juro que le
stupid
di.
bastards decided to rob two banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in
¿Dónde se metieron?
Coffeyville. What are you gonna do?
Vale. Ahí van, ahí van. Vale.
And those friends
No.
came after me like a pack of wild dogs. Tooth and nail.
Esquivamos.
They were coming at me from all directions.
Vale.
I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them.
Vale, son buenos.
The problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Browns.
Ole, ole. Cuidado.
Which wasn't any surprise, as those two families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns,
Entramos.
they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers.
No, no, que me dieron.
Recently married a Smith.
Me dieron. De nuevo. Vale, ahora sí. Toma, cabrón, toma, cabrón. Ole, ole, ole.
Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once.
No, 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 no. Estaba escondido ese. Otra vez. Que quede ahí. Luego uno ahí adentro. Vale.
There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeyville that day. But that's just the way life
Vale.
is sometimes. Shit happens.
Seguimos.
The boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer.
Ole, ole, ole,
They stood
cuidado.
together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least two of them to escape.
Vale, pensé que era parte del juego, así que no, no es. Tenemos que correr. No, 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 no. Si me quedo aquí no me hará nada. Vale, hasta el momento nada. Vale. Seguimos. Esto no se quedará así. ¿Para dónde? ¿Para dónde? Por acá.
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
Vale.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. And I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a
Le
recipe
damos.
for a long life.
Corremos. Le tiramos una dinamita. No tengo, cabrón, no tengo. Corremos. Me mata, me mata, me mata, me mata. Vale, muy bien.
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeyville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
23
Well,
disparos.
right, who do you think put all those damn holes in him?
Vale,
I
completada.
have to admit, that boy had grit.
Vale, siguiente. Me siguen llamando casa recompensa, va. No todas las leyendas del oeste cabalgan. El famoso asaltante de diligencias y bandolero Black Par... Bla, 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 bla.
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this.
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
Vale, me ofreció ayudarme ellos. Tenemos que encontrar a los
They
otros
seemed
dos,
as
creo.
determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
Cuidado con esto, que esto
It
explota.
was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell. It was tough to stay on a true course. So we kept an eye out for landmarks.
Vale, ahí están, de los míos.
It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color.
Ole, ole, ole.
Red as blood. The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded.
Vale, tenemos que ir solos aquí. No tenemos ayuda. Mire. Nueva mejora. Acá. Mayores combos, más munición, escopeta y dinamita. Vale. Sabía que lo podía romper.
A couple of times I realized I was lost in that morass.
Vale, me perdí. Por aquí no es. Vale.
Except for some bitches ahead of me wanted to do me harm. So I had to face them alone. I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
A eso se le llama gastar balas inútilmente.
Not yet, but I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends.
Vale.
The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
Muy bien. Escopeta. El grabado. ¿Cuál tengo yo? Ah, este es el que yo ocupo siempre. Cuidado. Todo eso me dura 3. Ole, ole, ole.
I was under serious attack.
Nos cubrimos. Cambiamos.
And my reinforcements was nowhere to be seen.
¿De dónde me disparan? De acá. Vale. Vale.
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view,
Por aquí supongo, por el palo. Sí.
but just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running for the bushes. Of course, I followed them. But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. Steve?
¿Quién está durmiendo? Ah, acá en la historia.
So I just started walking, and pretty soon...
Esto está muy tranquilo.
Steve? Steve?
Huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
Oh, oh, los indios. Vamos a la casa.
There were Indians.
No. I I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons.
Ole,
through
¿qué
a
acaba de
swamp?
pasar?
That's right. See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
No, I'm listening. I was just
Bien.
resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason
No entiendo
so
lo
many
que está
outlaw
pasando.
gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond.
Que aparecemos en el mismo lado. Para acá supongo que será.
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son bitch!
Bien.
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits.
Cuidado, cuidado.
Or Heimhoffers or who knows what.
Miren, otro revólver había aquí.
But hell, what's more important than family?
Ah, que es este, no me gusta. Este mejor. Bien. Vale. Ole, ole. Cuidado con este. Le damos por detrás. No, que me mató. Me acaba de matar el cabrón. Vale, seguimos ahora sí que sí. S, A, W. Y seguimos. ¿Qué somos? ¿Qué somos? Somos unas bestias, así que toma. Toma, vale. Toma. Seguimos. Cuidado con la dinamita. Toma. Toma. Bien. No te vi, no te vi, no te vi. Lo siento, ahora te mato. Me disparan de no sé dónde. De acá. Ahí está, lo vi al maldito. Por aquí estaba. Aquí están. Toma. Vale, el escudero. Ah, que es ese. Muerto. Vale. Vale. Toma. No, ¿de dónde? ¿De dónde? Nos cubrimos. Subimos. Ole, no veo nada, no veo nada. ¡Uy! Cambiamos. Vale. Vale. Seguimos. Vale. Ole, 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 ole. ¿Dónde me dan? Aquí están, malditos. ¡Uy! Toma, cabrón.
Boys are out there somewhere, standing together against anyone who would threaten them. And that's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
El puto barco de vapor.
In a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps? Guess it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or
Barco de vapor.
What
Pues no tiene
Make a
mucho.
difference, Steve. It was a steamboat.
No
with a
pareciera que sea barco de vapor, como dijo, más bien un barco varado.
It was in that a fusillade of bullets come raining down from on high.
Veamos.
Those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found.
Toma,
But
vale.
among those men that were shooting at me, I thought I saw some familiar faces.
Toma, gordito. Eso, miren cómo salta. No, 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 que me mata. Cuidado. Matrix. Toma.
Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on me.
Balas. Vale. Puntos. Esos son puntos. Vale. Vale.
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I
Vale.
am, Ben. I set out to do something. I'll do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
Muy bien. Supongo que será por aquí. Toma, cabrón. Subimos. Vale. Lo siento, amigo. Es para acá entonces.
Much to my relief,
Aparecieron los justicieros, por fin. Al final.
their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck.
Al final.
Directly at the Daltons. I finally had them. After
Toma, cabrón.
months of dogged pursuit.
Ya era hora.
But it turned out that they had me. Take him out!
¡Ole! Me tenían una trampa los cabrones. Que me tenían una trampa los muy cabrones.
The Daltons had played me like a fiddle. Apparently the vigilantes were
Vale,
on their
salimos.
damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive.
Querían quemarme vivo.
Finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
No, me quemé.
But finding my way
Que me pusieron una trampa los muy cabrones.
proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
Vale.
We're talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too bad.
Corremos. Me quitaron todas las armas. Qué cabrones.
They know what they're doing. The Titanic is unsinkable.
Oh, God.
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
Por aquí.
Took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy.
Necesito salir de esto.
Somehow I managed to finally disembark. I was coughing up smoke and pretty damn pissed. I was done playing games with those boys.
Corremos.
It was time to settle this once and for all.
¡Ole! Tomen, malditos. Nadie me traiciona. Tomen de su propia medicina. Miren los cañones de la metralleta, miren. Están pero rojísimos. A mí nadie me traiciona, cabrones. Tomen de su propia medicina, cabrones.
Brad weren't about to come at me one at a time. They were in this together. Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Vale, a uno primero y luego al otro. Tendremos que esquivar. Estos son los dos hermanos. Vale, vale, vale. No, me dio el maldito. Entonces primero asalta allá, al más pequeño. Vale, vale, vale. Tomen, cabrones.
Very wrong. A sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds. Paroled 14 years later. He moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers. My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told.
Episodio 7. Saltamos esto. Y gente, hasta aquí yo creo que lo dejamos. Así que luego seguimos con esta misión, el malogrado asalto al tren, ¿vale? Así que nada más que hacer, hasta aquí lo dejamos. Luego seguimos con Skyrim, así que nos vemos en el próximo video de Skyrim. Hasta la próxima, mi querida gente. Chao, chao.